There's a hidden side to Bluey that no one talks about, and once you spot it, the show hits completely different. 1. Chattermax might be alive, and that's terrifying. Chattermax is supposed to be just a toy. You press a button, it talks, and you laugh, until it starts showing up in places it has no business being. At first, it's hidden behind a vase in magic, like someone tucked it there in a hurry. Then it appears again, stuffed inside a kitchen cabinet surrounded by breakables. Not in the toy box, not in a normal place, just watching. If someone opens that cabinet the wrong way, Chattermax could go off and start a chain reaction of broken dishes and panicked children. Even stranger, it shows up outside the house entirely, in the middle of Doreen's yard sale. So how exactly did a noisy, batteryless toy end up in an old woman's donation pile without anyone noticing? Either Bandit and Chili are secretly trying to get rid of it like it's cursed, or this plastic nightmare has legs and a personal agenda. If your toys ever start moving from shelf to shelf without explanation, don't ask questions. Just move, preferably somewhere with fewer talking animals. 2. A butterfly secretly saved the Healer family. Bingo once rescued a tiny caterpillar on a hot day. It was part of a simple backyard game with her friend Lila. They gave it leaves, built it a little home, and named it Flappy. That should have been the end of it. But no, weeks later, in the sign, a blue butterfly, yes, the butterfly, lands on the Healer's car at just the right moment. Chili stops the car. She spots the missing wedding sign. She finds Frisky. The entire story shifts, and the Healers don't move away. So how does a bug go from garden pet to fate-changing miracle? Coincidence? Maybe. But this is Bluey. Background details mean something. That butterfly's return isn't just sweet, it's strangely perfect. Like the universe wanted to reward Bingo for kindness with one massive butterfly effect. Think about it. If Bingo hadn't saved that bug, would the Healers have lost their home? Would Bluey have said goodbye to everything? Next time you see a butterfly, don't brush it away. It might be carrying the plot on its wings. 3. Cats might be extinct in Bluey's world. In the episode Copycat, Bandit tells Bluey that a bird was probably hurt by a cat. Sounds normal, until you realize something strange. There are no cats in Bluey. Not in the school, not in the parks, not walking around like all the other evolved animals. 3 full seasons, and not a single cat acting like a person. So if cats exist, where are they hiding? And if they don't, what exactly happened to them? It's not just a missing character issue. This might be one of the biggest hidden mysteries in the show's world. Dogs clearly evolved into full-on citizens with jobs, families, and cars. But cats? Either they stayed wild, they didn't evolve, or they got pushed out of the world entirely. Maybe dogs and cats had a species-level rivalry, and only one side came out on top. Or maybe cats are still around, just smart enough to stay invisible. That one line from Bandit might be all we ever get. But it raises a pretty dark question. What does a dog society do with animals it doesn't want to evolve? 4. The Healers may be hiding a car accident. There's a strange change that happens between seasons 1 and 2, and it has nothing to do with animation style. In early episodes, Bingo rides in a standard car seat with a basic seatbelt, just like Bluey. But later on, her seat suddenly becomes much more secure. She now uses a full 5-point harness, the kind usually meant for toddlers or kids recovering from injuries. This change wouldn't be odd on its own, except for one important clue. In the episode Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfhound, Bingo is shown lying in a hospital bed. Everyone treats it like a casual checkup, but the way her family goes out of their way to cheer her up makes it feel more serious. The hospital, the upgraded seat, and the extra safety measures all point to one possible answer. The Healers were in a car accident and Bingo got hurt. Instead of showing the crash, the series quietly adds the aftermath into the background. It's subtle, but once you notice it, it's hard not to wonder what really happened off screen. 5. One background character might be the terrier's lost father. In The Quiet Game, there's a short scene where Bandit walks past a dog sitting on the sidewalk with a flipped-over hat in front of him, clearly asking for money. He's not named. He doesn't speak. Most people probably missed him entirely. But here's where things get weird. This mystery dog looks almost exactly like the terrier triplets. Same fur color, same breed, same build. And as every Bluey viewer knows, those 3 pups are always seen with their mom, but never with their dad. Not once. That detail alone might not mean much, but when you add in this beggar character, one who seems purposely placed in the same episode where Winton's dad gives him money, you start to wonder, what happened to him? Was he part of their family before something went wrong? It's possible he lost everything, even contact with his kids, and now he's sitting on a corner, completely unnoticed by the world he once belonged to. It's heartbreaking, and the fact that it's never addressed directly Bluey just makes it hit even harder. 6. Muffin might be a full-time influencer. Muffin Cupcake Healer isn't just Bluey's cousin. She might also be the youngest online celebrity in the entire Bluey universe. In one of the minisodes, she receives a toy truck in the mail. Not from a store, not from a family member, but directly from the company that made it. She even mentions that they sent it to her for free, which means one thing: Muffin is sponsored. Someone out there looked at her wild energy and chaotic confidence and thought she might be the one who should represent our brand. That's hilarious until you remember she's 4 and already doing unboxing content. No adult supervision, no brand manager, just pure Muffin mayhem and probably millions of views. The show never confirms she has a channel, but think about it. How else would a toy company find her? This also explains how she has so many collectible unicorns. If Muffin really is a preschool influencer, then toy deals, fan mail, and maybe even merch are part of her life now. Let's just hope she doesn't figure out how to live stream tantrums. That would break the internet. 7. Winton's dad might be the loneliest dog in Bluey. Cornelius, Winton's dad, doesn't speak often, but his love life speaks volumes. Across several episodes, we catch him in the background trying, sometimes failing, to rebuild his personal life after separating from Winton's mom. In Helicopter, Winton quietly tells us his parents don't live together. That line feels small until you start spotting Cornelius all over town. In the cafeteria, he's seen chatting with a light-furred dog at a park table. 2 episodes later, in The Quiet Game, he's walking hand in paw with a completely different dog while eating ice cream. That's already a lot of dating activity, but then it gets even messier. He locks eyes with the terrier's mom, checks his breath before talking to her, and later appears with her again near a market security camera. If you're keeping track, that's at least 3 romantic setups across a handful of episodes. It's awkward, it's quiet, and it's kind of sad. Winton is still figuring out his place in the world, while his dad might be doing the same, but one awkward date at a time. 8. Buddy secretly ruined the party yogurt. While everyone else was busy celebrating Bingo's birthday, Buddy was on a personal mission, and it had nothing to do with cake or games. Hidden in plain sight, he found his way into the kitchen, dragged over a ladder, and climbed up to the counter. His goal? A big tub of yogurt left unattended. Instead of using a spoon like a normal pup, Buddy went full goblin mode and dipped his bare paws straight into it. Not once, not twice, but 5 times. Then he casually wandered outside, licking the yogurt off his fingers like it was a gourmet dessert. The best part, or worst part, depending on your stomach, is that this entire yogurt operation happened while grown-ups walked around just feet away. No one noticed, not even when Buddy used the same paw he's often seen digging into his nose. Eventually, Chili put the yogurt away, totally unaware it had been contaminated beyond saving. So next time you think everything at a Bluey party is wholesome and clean, remember there was once a pug running a full-scale yogurt heist in the background. 9. Captain and Mia might be the show's first puppy love story. There's something quietly developing between Captain and Mia, and most people don't notice it right away. It starts in Barky Boats, where the kids build little boats in school, and Winton randomly announces that Bluey is going to marry Mackenzie. Everyone laughs, but in the background, Captain is clearly paying attention to Mia. He tries to impress her, follows her around, and even shows up where she's already hanging out. Later, in Curry Quest, we see them again, talking closely, picking berries together, and basically ignoring everyone else. This pairing doesn't get a spotlight moment, but that's exactly what makes it interesting. The show lets their connection build slowly through body language, glances, and little shared moments across different episodes. It's like the creators are planting a future storyline without making it obvious. If these two end up being a couple later on, the signs were always there. It's sweet, subtle, and surprisingly real for a show about cartoon dogs. And let's be honest, Bluey and Mackenzie might just stay best friends, but Captain and Mia? That looks like something brewing. 10th, Muffin's parents might be headed for a split. Stripe and Trixie always seemed like part of the fun, chaotic, extended Healer family. But if you pay attention to the background in certain episodes, their relationship is clearly under pressure. In Facey Talk, things get tense fast when Muffin refuses to give back Stripe's phone. What starts as a parenting moment quickly turns into a full-blown argument between him and Trixie. Meanwhile, Muffin hides in the same room, completely unfazed, like she's used to watching her parents argue. That's already worrying. But it gets even more serious in The Sign, during Frisky and Rad's wedding reception. While everyone else is celebrating, Stripe and Trixie are off to the side having another dispute. They don't yell, but the body language and tone say enough. These aren't silly disagreements. They're signs of something deeper going wrong. Compared to Bandit and Chili, who work as a team even when things get tough, Stripe and Trixie seem disconnected. So the question isn't whether they'll have another argument. It's whether they'll still be together by the time Season 4 picks up their story. And that's a wrap on these surprising Bluey backstories backstories hiding in plain sight. Makes you wonder, did the creators plan all of this? Or are we just seeing what they want us to see? Drop your theory in the comments and hit subscribe so you never miss what's really going on behind the scenes.